You've seen them, robins gathering on your lawn before sunrise, but you don't know why. They're not just waiting for breakfast, they're picking up vibrations from the earth itself. They're sensing something invisible, and it changes everything. Stay to the end because you'll learn what they're hearing beneath your feet. Number 1. Have you ever noticed how robins seem to appear out of nowhere at the first light of dawn? It's not just their timing, it's their listening. Beneath your feet, the earth is whispering secrets, and these birds are the first to hear them. American robins have a unique ability to detect ground vibrations as tiny as 0.1 millimeters, a skill uncovered by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology. This remarkable sense allows them to pinpoint hidden prey like grubs, even when they're buried deep in the soil. Your yard is a stage for a hidden drama, and robins are its most attentive audience. What this means for you is that every morning you're witnessing a finely tuned survival strategy unfold right in your own backyard. Imagine being able to sense the faintest tremors under your feet, like a silent language only certain creatures can understand. Robins use their feet like built-in seismographs, picking up on low-frequency vibrations that travel through the earth. These vibrations can be caused by the wriggling of insects buried up to 10 centimeters deep, an invisible feast waiting to be uncovered. This ability isn't just about hunting, it's a survival mechanism that allows them to avoid predators and find resources with incredible precision. Your yard may look still, but it's a bustling world of unseen movements, and robins are its most perceptive detectives. Their behavior isn't random, it's a finely honed dance with the earth, revealing secrets that only the most observant can see. As the sun rises, the robins scatter, but their movements are not aimless. They're following invisible trails of sound and motion. These birds are not just searching for food, they're decoding a hidden language that connects them to the world beneath your lawn. Scientists believe that this ability to sense vibrations may also help them avoid danger, like the sudden movement of a predator or the shifting of the ground. What you see is only the surface of a far more complex story unfolding beneath your feet. The next time you watch a robin at dawn, remember, you're witnessing a moment of ancient wisdom, a glimpse into a world that moves in ways you never imagined. And the misery of the earth's whispers is only just beginning. Number 2. The secret language of the earth reveals how robins use the ground as a map more intricate than any road atlas. Beneath their feet, a world of unseen details unfolds as they walk, each step sending ripples through the soil. Their feet are not just tools for walking, they're finely tuned instruments, attuned to the subtlest vibrations. This is how they track prey even when the sun hasn't risen and the world is still wrapped in shadow. What this means for you is that every time you see a robin pacing the ground, it's like watching a detective at work, solving a mystery only the earth can tell. The next time you watch one, you might notice the deliberate, almost meditative rhythm of its movements. Beneath the surface, the world is alive with tiny tremors, and robins are among the few creatures who can read the language of the earth. Their souls, packed with specialized nerve endings, transform every step into a sensory experience, picking up the whispers of hidden creatures below. The University of Washington discovered that these birds can differentiate between soil types by the vibrations they produce, allowing them to pinpoint the most fertile ground for foraging. This skill becomes crucial in the early morning, when the world is still hushed and the earth is at its most revealing. Watching a robin on the ground is like witnessing a silent conversation between bird and soil, one that has been practiced for millennia. And in that moment, you're not just an observer, you're part of the story. This sensitivity to the Earth's subtle signals is more than a survival trait. It's a form of communication that connects robins to their environment in ways we're only beginning to understand. By sensing the vibrations of burrowing insects, they can locate prey without ever seeing it, making them master hunters in low-light conditions. This is a skill honed over generations, one that turns every patch of soil into a map of opportunity. As you watch these birds move with such purpose, you begin to see the ground not as empty space, but as a living, breathing library of secrets. What this means for you is that your yard holds stories you've never noticed before, waiting for you to listen. Number 3. The science of sound beneath your feet reveals a hidden world that robins navigate with expert precision. While you may hear only the rustle of leaves or the distant call of a bird, robins are picking up signals you can't even perceive. Vibrations from insects moving underground can travel through soil at speeds of up to 300 meters per second, allowing robins to detect prey even when it's hidden beneath the surface. This is not just hearing, but a unique form of sensing that taps into the earth itself. Your yard is alive with silent conversations, and robins are tuned in to every whisper. What this means for you is a new appreciation for the invisible signals your birds are using to survive and thrive. Imagine your garden as a vast, invisible symphony of movement, where each step of a beetle or wiggle of a worm sends a ripple through the ground. Robins have evolved specialized neural pathways that help them decode these vibrations, turning them into a detailed map of what lies beneath. This ability is especially crucial in urban environments, where noise and visual obstructions make traditional hunting methods less reliable. Your birds are not just listening, they are reading the earth like a book, using a form of communication that is both ancient and remarkably advanced. This skill gives robins a powerful advantage in cities, where they outperform other birds in finding food. It's a testament to how nature adapts to the world we create around it. The next time you see a robin scratching the earth, consider that it is not just foraging. It is interpreting a language spoken in vibrations that you are blind to. This unique sense gives them a kind of sixth sense, one that operates beneath your feet and beyond your hearing. By studying how robins use these signals, scientists have uncovered a new layer of understanding about how animals interact with their environment. What this means is that your backyard is home to a secret network of information, and robins are its most skilled translators. But this is only the beginning. What other secrets are waiting just below the surface, ready to be uncovered? Number 4. Robins and the Art of Silence. At the break of dawn, when most birds begin their morning chorus, robins remain still and quiet, almost as if holding their breath. This silence is not a sign of fear or retreat, it's a calculated strategy. Robins use this stillness to listen more closely, tuning into the faintest sounds beneath the soil. Their ears are finely attuned to the subtle movements of insects and worms hidden just below the surface. This behavior is especially critical during spring, when the hunt for food becomes a matter of survival. This ability to detect subterranean vibrations is no accident. Studies from the University of California have shown that robins can sense the tiniest shifts in the ground, even when the air is completely still. It's a skill honed through evolution, allowing them to find food with remarkable efficiency. In your yard, this means robins may appear quiet and reserved in the early morning, but they are actually in a state of heightened awareness. What this means for you is that you can observe robins not just as songbirds, but as master hunters using sound in ways you may never have imagined. By staying silent, robins avoid drawing attention from predators and competitors, giving them a rare advantage in their quest for food. This behavior also highlights the complexity of avian communication. Some birds speak in songs, others in silence. What's most fascinating is that this strategy is not just survival, but a kind of quiet intelligence. As you watch robins in your yard, consider the world they're navigating in stillness. And remember, this is just the beginning of a deeper story about the hidden languages of birds waiting to be discovered. Number 5. What robins know that you don't begins with their uncanny ability to read the earth beneath your feet. While most of us rely on sight and sound to navigate our yards, robins have evolved a secret sense that taps into the soil's hidden language. They can detect subtle shifts in moisture and temperature, which act like a roadmap to the best places foraging. This isn't just about finding worms, it's about survival, strategy, and understanding the rhythm of the land. What this means for you is that the ground beneath your garden holds stories your birds can decipher, stories you might never notice. As you watch them hop along the lawn, remember that every step is a conversation with the earth. Beneath the surface, robins are tuning into a world invisible to the human eye. A 2021 study in the journal Animal Behavior reveals that these birds can pick up on vibrations from creatures moving underground, not just for hunting, but also for sensing danger. Think of it as a built-in warning system, one that helps them avoid predators lurking just below the surface. This sensitivity to underground signals is especially vital in regions where food sources fluctuate wildly, like after a storm or during drought. It's not just about finding meals, it's about knowing when the ground is safe to explore. Your robins are not only listening to the earth, they're learning from it, adapting in ways we can only begin to understand. What might seem like simple foraging to the untrained eye is, in fact, a complex interplay of sensory data and instinct. Robins interpret these underground signals with a precision that reflects a deep, evolutionary understanding of their environment. Their behavior is not random, it's a calculated response to the world beneath your yard. This ability to read the Earth's subtle cues gives them an edge in unpredictable conditions, ensuring survival when food is scarce or threats are near. You might not see it, but every time a robin pauses before taking a step, it's gathering information that shapes its next move. And just like that, the mystery of their behavior opens up, hinting at what other secrets the birds might be keeping about the land you call home. Number 6. The hidden world of vibrations. Your yard is alive with signals you can't see or hear. Robins, those curious birds in your backyard, are reading a silent language of movement beneath your feet. Every time you walk across the lawn or a lawnmower rumbles nearby, it sends waves through the soil that robins pick up instantly. These vibrations are not just noise, they're clues about what's happening in the ground, like a hidden treasure map. What this means for you is that your everyday actions are part of a larger, interconnected world that your feathered neighbors are tuned into. This sensitivity is more than just survival, it's a kind of natural superpower. Robins don't just rely on sight or sound to find food. They feel the world through a network of tiny tremors and shifts in the earth. This sensitivity is so refined that they can detect vibrations from up to 3 meters away, even when buried under leaves and dirt. Imagine feeling the hum of a car on a distant road, or the soft thud of a fallen acorn from across the yard. These vibrations act as a kind of early warning system, guiding robins toward prey or away from danger. This ability is not just a trick of nature, it's a survival strategy that has helped robins thrive in nearly every habitat from dense forests to bustling suburban lawns. What this means is that your yard, even in its quietest moments, is a living, vibrating stage for these remarkable creatures. This ability to sense vibrations is more than just a tool. It's a gateway to understanding the hidden layers of your yard. Robins use this talent to navigate through leaf litter, detect hidden insects, and even avoid predators that are moving silently through the underbrush. The more you observe these subtle signs, the more you'll see how your yard is a complex, vibrating ecosystem. This connection between robins and the ground is a reminder that nature is always listening, feeling, and responding. What this means for you is that you're not just a spectator in this world, you're part of it. And as you watch, listen, and feel, you'll begin to hear the whispers of the unseen world right beneath your feet. What else might be waiting to be discovered in the next section? As the first light of dawn touches the grass, you feel a strange stillness in the air. The robins stand motionless, their eyes fixed on the ground, as if listening to a language older than time. You realize that you too are part of this quiet exchange, tethered to the earth in ways you never knew. Science may explain the mechanics, but this moment feels sacred. It's not just about seeing, it's about sensing. In this stillness, you are reminded that you belong to something far greater than yourself. You kneel, your fingers brushing the cool soil, and suddenly you understand. The robins are not just birds, they are messengers, guardians of a hidden world that hums with life and memory. You feel a connection not only to them, but to the earth itself, to every root, every stone, every whisper of wind. It's a quiet revelation, one that science may never fully capture. In this moment, you are not just an observer, you are part of the story. And the earth is listening too. What do you think robins are hearing beneath your lawn? Have you ever noticed them gathering before sunrise? Share your observations in the comments. We'd love to hear what you've seen. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more backyard bird secrets. I'll see you in the next one.